Fields from inside the homeless minivan Frederica Venture. It was 1767 in Canada, and people did not have the vote unless they owned land. The landless masses demanded the right to. That scoundrel John Wilkes came along with Robert Lambe and various other folk to help speed up the process of getting the landless their vote. Years earlier, Robert Lambe had decided to marry the woman he hadn't seen in decades. He had sent a letter to Dorothea Nelson, who was in London, and asked her to marry him. She came across in a boat all the way from London up to Berwick, but he was not there. He had forgotten all about his wedding day, and it was up to the Admiral to rescue the marriage, which he had done. So after Robert Lambe and John Wilkes had gotten the vote for the landless in England, they had sailed across the Atlantic in a boat to come to Canada to bring the same rights to the people of Canada who did not have any. The Governor of Canada was none too happy to see John Wilkes, the scoundrel, in Canada, but when the masses all joined together and marched to the governor's palace, he gave in, and he gave them the right to vote in one member into the Parliament. And so, with the governor's document in hand, the three, Dorothea Lambe, her husband, and John Wilkes sailed back to merry old England to present it to the King, George III. However, the governor changed his mind and sent out his favorite pirate, Blackbeard, to stop the ship, the Clara Ann, from reaching England with his document. Evil Blackbeard went, "Yeah, ha, ha, ha. I'll give 10 pieces of 8 to the man who can capture that document and send it down to Davy Jones' locker and stop the people from having their vote." And so the Clara Ann was being pursued by the Blackbeard's Queen Anne's lace, and it was a tough call. But in the end, the waves were wild and tossed the ships apart, and the Clara Ann made it to England, whereas Blackbeard ended up in the Carolinas. And so the landless masses and the poor folk of Canada got the right to their vote.